Hello, I'm Porschia Parker-Griffin, and I want to welcome you to the Career 101 podcast, a place for ambitious professionals and seasoned executives who want an edge in their career. We're talking about all of the things you were never taught or told when it comes to career growth, development, and change. Now, let's get into it. Hello, I'm Porschia Parker-Griffin, founder and CEO of Fly High Coaching. And a question I've wrestled with for the last couple of years is, does the world really need another podcast? And now I can say, I think that it does. Whenever I lead a webinar or training, I usually like to start off with a quote. One of my favorites is, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. And that quote is by Walt Disney. And when we think about Walt Disney, we think about someone who had big dreams and a grand vision for what he wanted to create. However, he lived in a time where there wasn't the technology that we have today. And so Walt Disney had the courage to keep going anyway and create something that people had never seen before. So whether you're an executive going through a career change, a young professional trying to land your first real job, or an entrepreneur just working to fight the good fight another day, we all need courage. Courage is extremely important when we're talking about your career. As you listen to these episodes, I want you to keep that idea of courage in the back of your mind. So, what is Career 101? This podcast is a place where ambitious professionals and seasoned executives can learn all of the things you were never taught or told about career growth, development, and change. And I'm passionate about that because most people aren't told how to be successful in their career. And there really isn't a blueprint that works for everyone anyway. A lot of people think that they can just read a biography, watch a documentary, or just talk to a mentor and do what someone else did. But it doesn't really work that way in your career because you are unique. You have your own set of skills, knowledge, and you're in an environment that is different than every other person out there. Most people are just going day by day, trying to figure this career thing out, right? Even if you went to college for an undergraduate or graduate degree, most people still weren't really given much career guidance or support. You are generally lucky if you knew that you could book a 20-minute time slot and speak with a career counselor at your university, which, who knows how much can actually get done in that time. But for a lot of people, the clarity around their career just doesn't come that way. But who am I anyway? Right? So for those of you who haven't met me before, I'm a certified coach and a consultant. I have been a coach for almost 10 years. And this week is Fly High Coaching's 9th year anniversary. Through Fly High Coaching, I've had the pleasure of working with hundreds of clients in areas like career coaching, business coaching, professional resume writing, and interview preparation. I've worked with numerous companies and organizations in areas such as leadership development, employee engagement, and multi-generational communication. I've also written over 100 career articles that have been published online outside of our own blog. For those of you who like to know credentials, I have a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology from the University of Georgia, and I'm working on a master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology right now. I have multiple coaching certifications, and I am a Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, master practitioner. One of the biggest things that I want you to know about me is that I want you to win. I want my clients to win in their careers by, landing the jobs, promotions, and salaries that they want. For our entrepreneurial clients, I want them to win in their businesses. I want my family and friends to win in their careers and their lives too. If you're listening to this podcast, I want you to win. And I sincerely do. I think that is the main thing that drives me as a coach and a consultant. I like helping people to get what they want. I like helping with problem solving and supporting others. One thing that I talk to all of our new team members about are our core values of vision, integrity, service, excellence, and positivity. One of the biggest things that I've learned as a coach is that many people don't have others in their corner who really believe in them and their goals. We know that our family members and our friends might be supportive, but there can still be a gap when it comes to them believing in your dreams and your goals. So that's what I do, and that's what we do for a living. Our mission statement is doing our best to help you be your best by providing high quality services and products to help you soar to your full potential. For those of you who take this podcasting journey with us, you will hear about career topics to help you get an edge in your own career. You'll also hear entrepreneurial subjects and interviews, and occasionally some extra insights from me. Now, I want to tell you a short story about the very first workshop I ever put on. I was living in Los Angeles at the time, and I created my own workshop to deliver at the East LA Community College. I was so nervous, and I spent hours creating the content and the activities for the workshop, promoting the workshop to get signups and all of that. And on the day of the workshop, there were less than 10 people in the audience. And initially, it felt like a letdown. I had only really seen coaches and consultants put on these large workshops and events, and I felt bad having less than 10 people in the room. And as we got to the end of the workshop, one of the attendees shared with the group that he was homeless and transporting his belongings from place to place in a shopping cart. He told us that he invested $20 to take the workshop because he saw the ad and he just knew deep inside that it could help him. When I heard that, I was overwhelmed with thoughts and emotions about what life was like for this man and what he was going through on a daily basis. It was just a very humbling experience. And in that moment, it solidified to me that the mindset of people that they really need for success. Mindset often gets lost in career, business coaching, consulting. People think, if I can just get the right resume, if I could just make the right connection with the right person or get this right tool, that's all I need and everything's going to change for me. However, if you really want something, you'll need desire and the right mindset to make that plan or that strategy to get what you really want. And if you don't, you won't. Many people create barriers in their mind that stop them from achieving their goals. And I'm raising my hand because I have done it before too. But that doesn't have to be where you stop. As a thank you for listening to this first episode of the Career 101 podcast, we are sharing our free Kickstart Your Success course. It is a practical action guide to reaching your goals. And it is roughly based on that first workshop I just told you about. In Module 1, we talk about your mindset. In Module 2, we talk about your time management. And in Module 3, we'll cover your strategy. You can get access to the course just by going to this episode page on our website or going to fly-highcoaching.com/courses. Let's kickstart your success. Thank you again for listening to this episode of the Career 101 podcast. I hope you have at least one key takeaway that you can use in your own career. Until next time, here's to your success.